the sun, the sea, the rainbows in the sky. And every place you see, there's peace and harmony. And our children are the apple of our eye. We honor our children. We honor our children. We celebrate the future here today. Ooh, we honor our children, 'cause we believe our children show the way.
Peace and harmony
For the children of today.
Peace and harmony
Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. We honor them and pledge to protect them in our cities and our schools and at home. We'll always lend a hand and even take a stand and give them what they need to be strong. We honor our children. We honor our children.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Hawaii Children and Youth Day show. Aloha begins with me. I'm your host tonight. I am Karen Lobo. I am one of the CYD planning chair people, and I'm so excited to be with you. Obviously, I am not the hostess with the mostest, Zoe Ka'aihui, and I just want to say that we send our thoughts and prayers to her. She was not feeling well tonight, and so we just want to keep her in our prayers and in our thoughts that she feel better soon. So get well soon, Zoe. We miss you, and I'm honored and humbled to step in for Zoe tonight on our 7th show of Aloha Begins With Me for Hawaii Children and Youth Day, which also can be known as CYD. So I'm excited to interview all the guests for tonight. We have some amazing guests and performances. I want to tell you that Hawaii Children and Youth Day happens every year on the first Sunday in October, which is also Children and Youth Month. The whole month, October, is dedicated to children and youth. Only in Hawaii. We're the only state that does that. So thanks for joining us on our new show on YouTube Live. And we have great guests today. We have some fun activities. We're going to learn a lot. And we have some awesome entertainment. So don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button below. Come on, just do it. And then you can see Zoe Ka'aihui or me every week and catch our awesome show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Hawaii time on our Hawaii Children and Youth Day channel. Oh yeah, and don't forget to click the bell too, because when you click the bell, it sends a reminder to you that we're on. So it's great that you click that bell, like, and subscribe, and share it with your friends. We will be sharing everything about Hawaii Children and Youth Day now through October on this live weekly show. So every Monday, 7 p.m. Hawaii time. So let's get to it. Oh, and don't forget, you can always put your comments and questions in the chat below. And we also have a surprise cosplayer at the end of our show. So who do you think it is? Comment in the chat box and we'll find out together. I'm so excited to introduce our first guest. This is the first time I'm actually meeting her, even as a Hawaii Children and Youth Day Planning Committee member. Our first guest is Annika Streng from 7-Eleven Hawaii. 7-Eleven Hawaii is a longtime sponsor of Hawaii Children and Youth Day. And Miss Streng was born in Hilo, Hawaii, raised on Oahu, and now serves as marketing manager at 7-Eleven Hawaii. 7-Eleven Hawaii is part of the 7-Eleven banner, a global chain of more than 77,000 stores in 17 countries. The 7-Eleven stores in Hawaii have been locally operated since 1989, and they now have 65 locations on Oahu, Kauai, Maui, and Hawaii Island. So we welcome to the show Miss Annika Streng, and I see that we're having some technical difficulties. I am not touching her her thing, but I'm hoping that she can jump on with us. It looks like Zoom might be cutting her out or something. You know, it's so weird how we're having so many technical difficulties today. And of course, Zoe's not well and not here, which you know, we're thinking about her. And so it's weird because it's the 13th day. It's not Friday the 13th though, so I don't know why this is all happening. But we have Annika Streng back. Yay! Annika, are you there?
I am here. I'm so sorry about that. The wrong time to press exit. So happens to go back, right?
That's okay. Isn't it a weird day? I think it's because it's the number 13. I don't know what it is, but it's Monday. It's not a Friday. So it's so strange with all the like weird things that are happening. But you know what?
We're here. We're all good.
We're here. We're good. We're making it happen. We're still going. Oh my gosh. Annika, I am so happy to meet you because I've been a part of Hawaii Children and Youth Day Planning Committee for many years now. I think at least a couple decades because I joined in the early 2000s or maybe before that. And I always remember 7-Eleven Hawaii participating in some way over the years. I remember you guys giving like the baggies where we put our goodie bags in and stuff, and it had the 7-Eleven Hawaii emblem on it. I remember 7-Eleven always like kind of being a part of Hawaii Children and Youth Day. So I'm just so excited to meet you and that you're here. And I want to thank you for supporting Hawaii Children and Youth Day for so many years. And so can you share a little more about yourself and your work with 7-Eleven Hawaii?
Well, first of all, thank you again, Karen. I'm really excited to talk to you, aside from the technical difficulties, but my name is Annika Streng, as you mentioned. I graduated from Iolani School in 2013. I received a bachelor's degree in business marketing from Chapman University, which is in Orange County, California. As marketing manager at 7-Eleven Hawaii, I oversee activities impacting the 7-Eleven Hawaii brand. So 7-Eleven is a global franchise, but the stores here in Hawaii are unique because we are locally operated. So that means we make our own buying and operating decisions, which is why you'll see spam musubi here, for example, and you won't see it in any of our sister stores on the mainland. So our marketing team makes sure that our efforts are catered to the local customers here in Hawaii. We are also involved in community outreach efforts, which is where we work with various nonprofits. An obvious example is our involvement with Children and Youth Day.
So awesome. Tell me about 7-Eleven Hawaii's involvement with Hawaii Children and Youth Day. How have you been involved in the previous years? Have you had a booth at the event? Have you just been a sponsor? I know you've donated stuff. So how has 7-Eleven been involved or active in Hawaii Children and Youth Day?
I'm not sure if we've actually had a booth before, but as you mentioned, I know that we have done things in the past where as a sponsor, we gave out coupons for free items maybe, or products or treats for the goodie bags, as you mentioned, whether it was an in-person event or virtual. So I actually, you taught me something today. I didn't know our involvement with this event lasted so long. I'm only aware of our activities from about the past 5 years. So I'm glad that we're going to continue this partnership into the future.
Yes, I'm excited too. And I do remember the coupons, 7-Eleven coupons. Sometimes it was like for a Slurpee or for something at 7-Eleven, and it would be in the goodie bag. So when you go to the event in person, which we can't have this year. So we're doing this live weekly show, and we have a special TV show, which I'm going to announce later. But when we do come back in person, sometimes 7-Eleven gives us those coupons, and everybody gets a goodie bag, and it has a whole bunch of different free items and coupons. And I remember 7-Eleven having some in there as well in the past. So awesome, so awesome. What makes 7-Eleven Hawaii support this event every year for so many years?
Well, at 7-Eleven Hawaii, we have three core promise values. So the first is bring a smile. The second is play as a team. And the third is go the extra step. So our goal is really to support the children and youth of Hawaii on their journey to becoming young adults who really embody these values.
Oh, that is so cool. Can you tell me those three core values again?
Bring a smile,
Bring a smile,
play as a team,
play as a
and
team,
go the extra step. Yeah.
go the extra step. I love that. That is really cool. I love
Yeah,
that.
I think the first one, bring a smile, it doesn't just mean being happy all the time and smiling. It means doing something small for someone, or just like doing that little bit extra, just being a little bit kind to make someone's day, or to make someone else smile or feels joy. So it doesn't just mean like, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Like random acts of kindness.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so you said you've been aware of 7-Eleven Hawaii's participation in Children and Youth Day for at least the last 5 years, and I think we go way back in a partnership. But in your remembrance of the involvement of your organization with our event, have you attended the event? What's your favorite part of Hawaii Children and Youth Day and being involved?
I mean, as an organization, I would say that the favorite part for all of us would be being a part of a unique family experience that is revolved around education, sports, and community. For me personally, I, believe it or not, used to dance hula when I was little. So I always like to see, the different halaus when they have that at the in-person events, or also online. Not sure if it's going to be online this year, but this year I'm excited that the program is going to be available for everyone to watch. So I think that's going to be unique and really awesome for the whole family.
Yes, we're doing a special 1 hour TV special, and it's going to be broadcast first on K5 on Hawaii Children and Youth Day, which is the first Sunday in October, October 3rd at 6 o'clock p.m. And then it'll replay on 2 Saturdays on KHNL and KGMB throughout October. So people get 3 chances to watch it on TV, and we're so
Nice.
excited about that. We can't do it in person because of the pandemic. We want to keep everyone safe. Usually there's like 50,000 people that attend this event, so it'd be
Wow.
massive
Yeah.
because it's for kids and families and it's free. But
Mhm.
we're, besides the weekly YouTube show, we are going to have a little online virtual presence through our website. So hawaiicyd.org, they can come and to the website in October, they can play a game with getting a keiki card and going to different organizations online and getting information to get their keiki card filled so they can win a prize. And they can also watch some of the videos from the participant organizations and entertainers. So we will
Nice.
have a little bit of a virtual presence, not really a virtual event, but a little bit of a presence online on our website. So I'm excited, and 7-Eleven is definitely featured on our website. So we're excited that you're still partnering with us. So happy.
Yeah, thank you.
So why is Children and Youth Day so important, do you think? And do you have any messages for the kids out there?
I think that this event is important because it's really about strengthening families and uplifting Hawaii's youth by showcasing the talents, diversity, and contributions of Hawaii's young people, which is really important. As for a message to all the kids, I mean, it's been a tough couple of years. Thank you so much for your resilience. COVID-19 has changed your realities in unimaginable ways that we, us adults, older people, have really no concept of even grasping that as a kid, what you have to go through. So thank you for sticking it out and just going along and having to navigate the uncertainties along with the adults. It's not easy, and we're really rooting for you. We're there with you. And thank you so much for trying your best every day.
That's a beautiful message for the youth out there. and for all the families that have struggled in the past year and a half. And so I'm so happy that we can come together as organizations to support families and youth, especially through this time, even if it's just online through this show and sharing your core values, and even if it's just something simple like that, we can be there as support. And so that's awesome. I love that, Annika. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This year's theme is Po'okela, which means excellence. What does excellence mean to you?
That is a tough question. I think excellence could be many things, but for me, excellence is a feeling and it's really personal to us as individuals, right? So my definition might be different from yours, which is completely acceptable, but that means that we can't necessarily define it, which is why it's beautiful. So for me, as long as you put your very best effort into something, even if the final result isn't exactly what you originally wanted, you should still walk away feeling excellent about the effort that you gave and the learnings that you took away. So for me, you know, when I was a kid in school and we had to give speeches in front of the class, that's really scary for everyone, right? Putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, just giving everyone the opportunity to stare at you, maybe for the first time, which is really scary. So for me, I was really nervous about what the other kids would think of me. So even though it was hard, after my presentation was over, you know, I felt excellent, and I still do, trying new things and conquering my fears, doing something I didn't think I was capable of. It makes me feel really excellent about myself. So for all the kids out there, excellence doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean getting a gold star on everything or getting an A on every test. It's about your feeling of happiness and joy and pride in giving your best effort towards something. So excellence is your little piece of happiness. It's what you make of it, for sure.
That is awesome. You know, you're the first person to talk about Po'okela and excellence as a feeling. I
Oh,
love that because, and that everyone can relate to the story that you just said about having to do a speech or do something in front of a group or accomplish something. And even if it's not perfect, but that feeling of accomplishment, the feeling that you at least tried, that you tried your
yeah.
best, that you did it, that is Po'okela. That is excellence. And I love that, Annika. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, you are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting Hawaii Children and Youth Day, for coming on this show. Thank you for supporting the event for all of these years. That's all the questions I have for you, but I appreciate you being on, and it's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen. Best of luck to everyone on the event day, and we'll be there rooting for you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll all be watching because it's not going to be live in person this year, but it'll be on TV. And
Yes.
so we'll all be supporting each other and watching 6 p.m. on K5, the Hawaii Children and Youth Day special named after this show. Aloha Begins with Me, or actually the other way around. This show was named after that, something like that, but same title, Aloha Begins with Me, because it does. It begins with me and you. So mahalo, Annika. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so awesome. You know what's really cool is normally I'm behind the scenes, but again, if you're just tuning in, our hostess of the with the mostest, Zoe Kaihui, is not feeling well tonight. She's under the weather, and we send out our all our good mana to her to feel better. We send out all our prayers and thoughts for Zoe to feel better. But one of the wonderful things about coming forward to host this show is that I get to ask questions and meet the guests that have been part of our Hawaii Children and Youth Day family for so long, our Ohana. And 7-Eleven Hawaii has definitely been that. So, so great to meet Annika. But I am so excited because we have more guests in store for you. Our next guests are Celia Chang Takahashi, also known as Auntie C, and Christy Chanan, who are members of the Honolulu Partnerships for Success, which is a part of the Oahu Underage Drinking Prevention Coalitions. I am so excited to meet these two ladies because Christy is a student at the University of Hawaii at Manoa and is majoring in computer science. and Auntie C works at Child and Family Service as their Community Coalition Coordinator. Welcome, Christy and Auntie C. Mahalo for coming on the show. I'm so excited that you guys are here.
Hello.
Hi, Christy. Can you guys hear me and see me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. Is Auntie C there?
I'm here. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much
Hi.
for having us on the show tonight.
I'm so excited that you both are here. Really, I truly am. I'm just so thrilled to meet you both. And I'm so sorry Zoe, our host, couldn't be here, but I'm so excited to learn from both of you about what you do and your work in the community and your involvement in Hawaii Children and Youth Day. So it's such a pleasure to meet you and to have you both on. Can you tell me a little more about yourselves and what you do for the organization that you work for?
So I was born and raised on Oahu, and I graduated from Wanalo High School. For the past 3 years, I've been working on underage drinking prevention. I am currently using my computer science background to promote underage drinking prevention through our social media platforms. Now I'm going to let Auntie C introduce herself.
Awesome.
Hi, Karen. Thanks again so much for letting us join you tonight. I was born and raised here on Oahu, and I currently live in Ewa Beach with my husband and my 2 teenage daughters. And my background is in early childhood education, and I have actually worked on behalf of young children and youth for more than 30 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, really amazing. Now, how
Thank
have
you.
how have your organization participated in Hawaii Children and Youth Day before, and what kinds of activities have you done? Have you guys had a booth at the event?
Yes. So in previous years, the work groups that make up the Honolulu Partnership for Success, also known as Honolulu PFS, have had tables at Children and Youth Day, and will use this popular community event to educate the community on why preventing underage drinking is important for our youth and our community.
Wow, that's really great. And why is it important for organizations like yours to support events like Hawaii Children and Youth Day? And how does it benefit our community for your organization to be involved?
Karen, organizations and groups that work with youth participate in Children and Youth Day because they care about the health, safety, and welfare of Hawaii's young people.
Also, Honolulu PFS wanted to spend this time with you this evening because our youth are the future of Hawaii.
So true. Well, we're so excited and happy that you've been partnering with Hawaii CYD for a long time and teaching our community about the dangers of underage drinking. Now, on this show, it's usually our 10-year-old host, Zoe, that hosts it. And usually our second segment guest will teach her something or demonstrate something or show her something today. Do you have something to teach us today and our viewers?
Yes, so today, Karen, to help you and your audience learn about why underage drinking prevention is important, we have 6 short and simple questions for you.
Okay, awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm not 10-year-old Zoe, but I might not do as well as her in answering the question. She might know more than me and do better than me, but I'm going to try my best to answer the questions and we're all going to learn together. So go for it. Thank you.
That's okay. All of these questions are easy, and these are all questions that are important for not just youth like Zoe, but also for our entire community, including our adults. So Karen, are you ready?
I'm
You get your
ready.
thinking cap on?
Got it on.
Okay, all right. Christy's got your first question for you.
Yep. So
Okay.
for the first question, it is, what age do people have to be in order to legally buy or drink alcohol in the state of Hawaii? A, 25, B, 21, C, 20, or D, 18?
Okay, I'm going to say 21.
Yes, that is correct. Hawaii law says that you need to be 21 years old to buy or drink any alcoholic beverage.
Wow, okay. And good to know.
All
When
right.
I was, I
All
think
right,
they
Karen,
changed that
you're
in
on a roll.
1986. I'm on a roll. I think they changed that in 1986
You
because
are.
I was turning 18 in 1986, but I was turning it in December. So all my friends who turned it earlier were able to drink because it was still 18. And then they switched it right before my birthday to 21. So good memories. I remember. Okay, 21. I'm on a
Yeah.
roll. Yes. Okay, go for it.
I'm old enough to remember when that changed also. So but that's a conversation for another time. Okay,
Yes.
so your next question is true or false? Alcohol is not a drug. True or false? Alcohol is not a drug.
Ooh, that's kind of tricky, I think, for most people. Because it's legal, people might not think it's a drug. So, but I'm gonna, to be honest, I don't know what the correct answer is. I'm going to guess that it's false.
Okay, actually, this is a really important thing to remember that alcohol is a drug and it's very harmful. So just like any other drug, alcohol affects the way the body works. So it affects how the brain develops, how the liver functions, and being able to stay steady on your feet. So it's very important to remember that even though you can drink and buy alcohol at age 21, it's still a harmful drug. So that's an important thing for all of us to remember and help our youth remember as well. All right, Christy, what's our next question?
So for question number 3, it is what percentage of students say their parents are the leading reason they decide not to drink alcohol? A, 55%, B, 65%, C, 75%, or D, 85%.
Wow. So you're asking me what percentage of the youth choose not to drink alcohol because of their parents' decision?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Gosh, I don't know. This is a guess. I'm gonna guess more than half. So maybe 75%?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
With positive and loving relationships with parents and other caring adults, it is actually a protective factor. It is one of the things that prevents them from using alcohol before 21. Positive influence actually protect our youth.
Wow. I didn't realize it was such an impact, but that's really good to know. Thank you.
Okay, Karen, you're halfway done. Okay, number 4, true or false? Almost half of Hawaii youth have never drank alcohol. True or false? Almost half of all of Hawaii youth have never drank alcohol.
Oh, that's hard. I want to say true, but then I'm local, I'm Hawaiian Portuguese, and it's very common at parties, for people to give the kid a beer or something, even though you might not, or even though you may know it's not good, it's very local style to like, go take a sip, so I'm gonna say, what was it, true or false? Was it true or false, right?
Yeah. Almost
I'm gonna
half of all of Hawaii youth have never drank alcohol. Is that true or false?
almost half. You said almost half. Okay. So
Almost
I'm gonna hope and guess true.
You're correct.
Yay!
Correct. Yes. Almost half of our youth have never drank alcohol. And that is wonderful news because that means that all of the efforts that we are putting towards preventing underage drinking is working.
Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome.
So we are now on question number 5, almost there. Here's
Okay.
another true or false question. The most common way students get their alcohol is by buying it from a store. True or false?
The common way that the youth get it,
Yes.
I'll say false because I think they take it from their families or get it from their families.
That is correct. Most students get alcohol through their family, relatives, and or their friends.
Mm.
All right, Karen, you are on a roll. Okay, this is your sixth and final question, and it's a multiple choice one. Okay, so what are ways youth can avoid drinking alcohol? Okay, so the question again is, what are ways youth can avoid drinking alcohol? A, they can surround themselves with people who do not drink alcohol. B, know how underage drinking affects their health. C, have answers ready to use if they are offered alcohol. Or D, all of the above. Okay, I'm going to go through your choices again. What are ways you can avoid drinking alcohol? A, surround themselves with people who do not drink alcohol. B, know how underage drinking affects their health. C, have answers ready to use when they're offered alcohol. Or D, all of the above.
Okay, I think I know this one because all of your choices sound really good and really important. So I'm going to say the last choice, all of the above.
You are correct. Yeah.
Yay!
All right. Okay, so now because yay! Because
Yay!
there were three different ways to keep our youth healthy, we're going to take you through each one and explain why it's important.
Okay.
So one of the ways that youth can avoid alcohol is surrounding themselves with people who do not drink alcohol. When youth surround themselves with people who choose not to drink, their decision to wait until they are 21 to drink alcohol is supported.
Smart. That
Now,
makes sense.
Karen, when it comes yeah, it does. So sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
When it comes to health, it's really important to remember what we said earlier. Alcohol is a drug and it is harmful. It affects the way the body works. So underage drinking affects the way the body and the brain develops and grows. It has been connected to car accidents, violence, such as fights, depression, and anxiety. Youth waiting until they can legally drink at age 21 is one of the healthiest things they can do for their growing body.
So
Nice.
for answer C, knowing how to say no when offered alcohol is just as important as why youth should say no. For example, when youth are offered alcohol, they as no thanks, I'm good with my water, juice, or soda.
When
that's
offered
so
alcohol,
helpful.
yeah. So sorry, Karen. That delay is really, really messing me up. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you guys. Go ahead.
That's okay. All right. So another way that youth can respond when offered alcohol is they can answer with a question, such as, can you tell me where the bathroom is? I want to wash my hands.
Or youth can use humor to be honest about their family's rules and expectations around underage drinking. Like, are you kidding me? My parents will ground me for life.
I love that.
Yeah. So Karen, as a caring adult, do you have another statement that a youth could use when offered alcohol? Or of the three that we shared with you this evening, which one do you think you would help a youth have in their back pocket so when they're offered alcohol, they can whip it out and they know what to say? Do you have any ideas, or which one do you think you would help a youth practice and use?
I like all your choices. I think all of them are realistic and can be used. I work with youth for many, many years, and I think all three are great options because you said to say no thanks, just say no thanks, I'm good with my water, my juice, or my soda. I think that's a great option. It's just cool, you know, it's just cool and easygoing, and it's like, no thanks, I got my water, I'm good. And I like that. And then I also like that you kind of distract by changing the subject by asking a question like, oh, where's the bathroom?
Mhm.
Wait, hold on, I gotta go do something, I gotta make a phone call, and just kind of get out of the situation. I like that, and that can be helpful in some situations where there's more pressure, maybe, to use the distraction. And then the third one you said, which was the honesty about the parents' rules, or, my parents will kill me. I can't do that. Are you crazy? I'm gonna be grounded. I'm gonna get in trouble. Not you, me. I'm gonna get in trouble. So, that's really cool too. So I think all three. I don't know if I could come up with any others because that was so good. I can't choose. I think they're all three can be useful in different situations and with different crowds. So I'm so glad you shared that.
Yep, absolutely. And whatever, it's very important for all of us as caring adults to remember that whatever no statement or statements we help our youth come up with, it's really important to remember to practice it with them and practice it often. That way, not only will they know what to say, but when it comes time, they can say it with confidence. So then that way they can be really well understood by their peers.
Love it. Love it. To have confidence when you say your no statement. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love that. That was so great, you guys. That was so awesome. Thank you so much for teaching me about why kids should not drink alcohol, and because if they're not of the legal age, how dangerous it can be and how it can impact their health and their future in so many different ways. And I really didn't realize that. So I learned so much. And thank you for supporting Hawaii Children and Youth Day and doing so much for our community by keeping our community safe and healthy. Was there anything else that you wanted to share before I ask you my next question?
Just for some tips on how youth can stay healthy by not drinking alcohol until 21, your viewers can follow Honolulu PFS on Instagram at Honolulu PFS because there are positive and informative posts on how to prevent underage drinking.
Okay, Honolulu PFS, Partnerships for Success, PFS on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go follow you right after this. I'm gonna go check you guys out on IG. All right, well, this year's theme is Po'okela, which means excellence. What does that mean to you and your organization?
Karen, preventing underage drinking is important because it is one of the most important ways our youth and children can stay in excellent health so they can reach their full potential.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. And we can follow you on Instagram and always get the best and latest information. And oh my gosh, you guys have taught us so much tonight. Sometimes we don't think about how drinking can be dangerous for those that are underage because it's so normalized in our society, I think, in a lot of ways. And so thank you for the reminder that it's better to be safe and to not drink until you're the legal age and when it's appropriate. Thank you so, so much for coming on the show and answering all my questions. It was so nice to meet you both, Christy and Auntie C. And I hope I see you again. And I hope when we do get to do the in-person Hawaii Children and Youth Day, I get to meet you and stop by your booth. So exciting. So mahalo. Thank you so much. I had so much fun with you guys.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
thank you
having
so
us.
much, Karen. It was so good to meet you, and thank you so much for having us. I had a nice time. You were an absolute joy.
Thank you, Auntie C. Thank you, Christy. You guys did awesome. Mahalo, you guys. We're gonna go to Honolulu PFS on Instagram and follow you right now. Mahalo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so awesome. Sorry, I'm doing double duty as tech and as host. So this is interesting challenge, but I am having so much fun with the guests. Oh my gosh, did you guys know the answers to all those questions? That was not that easy. So how did you do? Were you able to answer them? Put your comments in the chat. I learned so much from Auntie C and Christy. So what did you learn? Put your thoughts and comments in the chat, in the live chat, in the YouTube below. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what you learned and if you got answers correct. Now, guess what time it is? It's time for, you guessed it, Aloha Minute with Uncle Al. We have a brand new video this week from Uncle Alan Silva. And last week, he taught Zoe and all of you about the H in Aloha, which stands for, do you remember? Right. It was ha'a ha'a, humility, being humble. So let's see what he has to teach us today. I bet he will teach us what the last A in Aloha stands for, which is, well, let's see.
Aloha, Uncle R here with your Aloha message for the week. This word Aloha we've been talking about for the last 5 weeks now. And Aloha, as we said before, means many different things. Hello, goodbye, welcome, or love. But today's word we're going to focus on today is Aho Nui, the last A in Aloha, which means patience and perseverance. As Auntie Pilai Paki would say, waiting for the moment, being patient. And we don't just sit around waiting for the moment. As we're sitting and waiting, being patient, we are preparing. Because when that moment arrives, we will be ready to serve our family, our school, our community, or at work. So enjoy your journey, assuring Aho Nui, patience, perseverance, and yes, never give up. Aloha.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Alan Silva. Always the best. I knew it was going to be the last A in Aloha. We got to learn what the A stands for, which is Aho Nui, patience. And do you know what it means to be patient? Put your answer in the chat. We all need to be more patient with one another. So thanks, Uncle Al, for always teaching us about the meaning of Aloha. We just so appreciate it. I can't wait to see what he has next week because now we've gone through all the letters of Aloha and now we learn more deeply about the true meaning of Aloha in all different ways. So stay tuned for his next video next week. Put your thoughts and comments in the chat and tell me what you think about the show so far or what you've learned. I've learned so much already. Aho Nui, patience, and about the dangers of underage drinking, and about the involvement of 7-Eleven Hawaii in our community. So, oh my gosh, what more? What more do we have in store? We have lots more. We have our next guest, Aubriana Baruso. Aubriana is 16 years old and is a senior at McKinley High School. She has been performing since she was 8 years old, and she loves to sing, dance, and act. She is a former Hawaii Stars champion and KZOO karaoke contest winner. She has also been a part of the Brown Bags to Stardom Ohana for several years. She was crowned Miss Teen Philippines Hawaii just last year and also loves to play guitar, enjoys paddling, and has a black belt in Taekwondo. Wow, so awesome. Welcome, Aubriana. Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's so good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm moving along this show and
Doing
I'm so
great.
excited. Doing great. And I'm so excited to see you here. And can you tell us a little more about yourself and how long you've been participating in Hawaii Children and Youth Day?
Um, a little bit about myself is I'm sure that you know that I love singing. Currently I've just been like really focusing on school just because college is right around the corner. I've been like trying to start my essays and like scholarship stuff, and that's kind of just school has just been my life. But I first started performing for CYD in 2016 when I was invited by Ante Peterson. And then I performed with Johnny Kai from Brown Bags to Stardom in 2019, and then last year with you virtually.
Yeah, I'm so happy and to have you be part of the Hawaii Children and Youth Day Ohana and team and all the youth performers that have performed on our stages over the years, and you're one of them. That's so awesome that you participated for 5 years, or at least within the last few years. That's so great. You've done a lot of things. What do you enjoy the most? Because you sing, you dance, you act, and you do sports. You do a lot of different performing arts and the black belt in Taekwondo. You do pageants. What is
Mhm.
what is the thing that gives you the most joy?
Definitely singing, just because like I've been doing it ever since I was little, but also because it's like an escape at times because life can just get so overwhelming. And I feel like when I'm like in my zone and I'm singing a song, it's just like I forget about everything else and I'm just like in that moment. And singing is like the only thing that I really feel that way about. So yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. That singing could take you to that place of zoning out
Yeah.
and being in bliss and being in happy in the happy feelings and being in your true self almost. So living your
Yeah.
purpose.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, what's your most cherished memory as a performer and what has inspired you to accomplish so much?
Well, my most cherished moment would probably be when I won Hawaii Stars when I was 10 years old,
Wow.
because the year before I actually got eliminated and I was heartbroken. I was so upset over that, but I decided that I wanted to like try again and I just worked like really hard for that and I feel like when I won, it just felt like all the hard work paid off and it was like such a satisfying feeling. And
Wow.
yeah, and I don't know, that's just like something that I always remember and I always go back to just because like I like really persevered through that. And as far as like my inspiration to like do better, my parents have always like given me many opportunities to like explore my passions and I feel like through sports, through taekwondo, through pageants and singing, like I really had the opportunity to like find what I like the most and I'm just really grateful for that.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. You also got to perform for our new CYD TV special that will premiere on October 3rd at 6 p.m. Sunday on K5. What was it like performing for the TV cameras?
Ooh, it's just like the atmosphere, the energy in the room, the lights, the cameras. It was just all so exciting. I'm not sure if my song will make the cut just because it was like copyrighted, but now I do have part of an original. So next time, there's always another time. But yeah, it's just really exciting.
Oh, that's so awesome. So you're going to share your original tonight with us?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm so excited. And you wrote this just for us?
Yes, like a couple days ago.
Oh my gosh, you are the best. So tell me about the song that you're going to sing for us. What's it about?
So my song is kind of about reminiscing an old friendship or relationship and just thinking about like how it could have been if the bond was like still together. And it's just like how all of the thoughts are just like going over and over in your head. And the song is called Over and Over Again. So
Ooh, really
that's kind of what it's
cool. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna take it away. I'm gonna turn it over to you to sing. Yay!
about. Okay.
Excited, Abriana.
I can't do this. Simple words like that should have been enough. I'm overdoing it. Always made me second guess myself, and I'm working through it. But one phone call set me back to wondering about you. I just can't help but think about the what ifs, what could have been, all our future plans. The crazy days, staying out late, they're just so many memories. And after I found out that you're coming around, but I swear I'm back at square one, still thinking about how all the signs waited to know you. I'm here again with all of my thoughts going over and over again. Oh, over and over. Oh, over and over again. And that was it.
Wow, Adriana, you need to keep composing and writing. That was amazing.
Thank
And
you.
is that the first original song that you've ever done?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, you gotta keep writing and composing your own stuff. Seriously, that was beautiful. That was beautiful and
you.
amazing. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I want to go back to something you said earlier. You said you won Hawaii Stars at 10
Mhm.
years old?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, because that's our host that's normally here, Zoe Kaiui. She's
Mhm.
10 years old. So
Aw.
you're going to inspire her and many others to go for their dreams. If you could win Hawaii Stars at 10, that's amazing. You've come a long way. You've had such an amazing career already. I can't wait to see where you go from here. And I hope that you continue writing music and singing because you have such a voice and such a message for people out there. I think so many people could connect to the song you wrote. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and I
Thank
really
you.
like use this as motivation to actually like sit down and write a song because like I've always wanted to. It's just I could never really focus, but I just used this and I was like, I can do it. And yeah, it's just like
Yes.
the first part too.
Wow. Well, you said you've been performing several years now for Hawaii Children and Youth Day, all the way back from 2016. What's your favorite part of Hawaii Children and Youth Day, or why do you like to perform for this event?
I guess just being able to share my voice with others and like you said, to be an inspiration for the younger generation and just like knowing that I can make a positive impact on their lives. It's just like really heartwarming.
You are, Abriana. You are. You and other teens and youth and young adults that are out there that are giving back to the community by performing and participating in events like this. You are inspiring others. So thank you. This year's theme is Po'okela, excellence. What does that mean to you? And do you have any message for the kids out there?
Okay, so excellence to me kind of just means like being resilient and going above and beyond and not just settling for like good enough, but like really putting your heart and soul into like whatever it is that you're doing and just giving it your all. And my message to the kids would be to take every opportunity that is presented to you and to just like, yeah, just give your 110% in everything that you do. Yeah.
That is awesome. Wonderful message for all of us, young and old.
Yes.
So nice. Where can people find your music or how can they follow your career on social media? Are you on any of the social media platforms? Can people follow you?
Yes, on YouTube at Aubriana Baruso or on Instagram at Aubriana Baruso.
You have a Facebook too, right?
Yes, I'm not very active, but I'm pretty sure it's just Aubriana Baruso as well. My mom manages that
Yes.
account.
Yeah, I just found it today because I didn't know. So I was like, oh, I gotta, like and follow you. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, so Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where people can
Yes.
follow you, right?
Yes.
Aubriana Baruso. So check her out and check out her music. And thank you so much for coming on. You were
Thank you.
awesome. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
your first original song with us.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Mahalo,
you so
mahalo,
much for
mahalo.
having me.
Thank you, Aubriana. So I hope I see you again soon, and I hope you tune into the TV show on October 3rd at 6 p.m. on K5. And hopefully we'll see you and your friend Mele on there. But
Yeah.
thank you for all your support of Hawaii CYD. Mahalo.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so awesome. Oh my gosh, look at me, a chatterbox. It's almost 8 o'clock. Our administrator, Lori Kim, must be rolling her eyes at me. Okay, so I am talking, and I always tell Zoe, hurry up, move on, get the show going. And here I am talking. Okay, that was really cool. She is so talented, and that was a really awesome song. I loved her song. What did you think about Aubriana's song? Put your thoughts in the chat and tell me what you thought. And isn't she super talented, Aubriana Baruso, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh. Such a pleasure. And we got to hear her first original song, which she was inspired to write just for this YouTube show and Children and Youth Day. How exciting is that? So amazing. Okay, we have one last surprise for you. Thank you for sticking it out 1 hour with us. I'm so sorry the show went overtime, but we do have a special surprise for you. One last guest. We have a cosplayer, and I don't know who it is, but who do you think they are? Did you comment in the chat box with your guesses? Because, well, we're going to see who it is today. So let's see who our cosplayer is. Let's bring them on. Oh, here we go. We're gonna see the big reveal. Who is our cosplayer? Is it my computer or can I not see you? Oh, oh, oh! I can see you. Oh my gosh. It's Batgirl. Oh my gosh, it's Batgirl. Wow. Thank you, Batgirl, for being here. Oh my gosh. This is one of my favorite characters, I have to tell you. I am so excited that you're here. Can you share a little bit about yourself for our viewers?
Sure. So I'm Chibi. I'm a cosplayer that's local to Oahu here, and I'm cosplaying Batgirl tonight. I do a lot of different cosplays. I'll do a lot of superheroes. I'll do characters from anime and TV and movies. A lot of different things. It's a lot of fun.
How many different characters do you do?
Oh, I've lost count. It's a lot.
Wow, which one is your favorite?
Actually, Batgirl is one of my favorites, so I chose that for tonight.
Can you tell me a little bit about Batgirl? Like,
Sure.
who is Batgirl in relationship to Batman?
Oh, so they're both part of the what I like to call the Bat family. So Batman kind of takes people under his wings, so to speak. So kind of like you did for Robin, you would also do that for me, Batgirl.
Okay.
I can't reveal my secret identity, but
okay.
A little bit of background. I do a lot of gymnastics. I have photographic memory. Like to fight crime in Gotham.
Okay. How long have you been participating in Hawaii Children and Youth Day? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I've actually been helping for several years now. What was the next part of your question?
The next part was, why do you support this event? Why do you participate?
Well, it's a lot of fun to go out and meet all the kids and their families and interact with them. We usually take a lot of pictures together and talk with the kids. They really like to see what we're up to as superheroes. I'm usually there with the larger group of cosplayers.
That is so cool. So at the actual event for Hawaii Children and Youth Day, which is on the first Sunday of October, every year at the state capitol and surrounding grounds, the cosplayers come and there's multiple stages of entertainment, and they go to the different stages and they roam around the event, and kids can come up to you and take pictures with you and interact with you as your character. And there's many other characters that are there, and that must be so much fun. And it's so great to have all the cosplayers always at Children and Youth Day. So what's the best part of being this character and being a part of cosplay in Hawaii?
Well, I really enjoy being Batgirl because she's really fun and energetic. I feel like she's someone I can really relate to, and I think it's exciting for other people to be able to see this character and relate to Batgirl as well. I would say what makes it fun to cosplay in Hawaii is being a part of the cosplay community. It's kind of like how I have the Bat family for Batgirl. We have our cosplay family here. We do a lot of group cosplays together. So, for example, as Batgirl, I would cosplay with my friends, and I'd have a Batman and a Robin, a Nightwing, maybe even some villains like Joker or Harley Quinn. That makes it a lot of fun.
That is cool. That is really cool. So why did you choose this character? And how long have you been doing this character or cosplaying?
Oh, I've been doing this character for several years. I've been doing cosplay in general since I would say about 2008 or so. Um, I chose this particular character because this was actually a redesign costume for Batgirl, and I really fell in love with this particular design just because it was so practical. There snaps on my cape so I can take it off really easily if I have to, or if someone's trying to grab my cape, I can just let it go. I've got boots on that you can't see that makes it easier to run and kick and jump. It just makes it a lot of fun.
Wow, I love your costume. Oh my gosh, I love it. Is that headpiece or mask hard to put on?
It can be sometimes. It depends on the day. Sometimes you have to take a breath and then put it on.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And then your bodysuit too. Is that tight fitting to you? Because
This
it looks amazing on you. It really does. It looks great. But it looks comfortable.
Right. So that's another part of why I chose this particular costume because it's just basically a leather jacket. So it's really easy to move around.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, what's Batgirl's greatest superpower and what's Batgirl's greatest weakness?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I would say Batgirl's greatest power is her analytical thinking because she can use that to figure out what the bad guys are up to, and she can use her photographic memory along with that to figure out and remember things that maybe someone else wouldn't. For a
Oh.
weakness, I think maybe Batgirl's greatest weakness is thinking that she can do too much on her own. So sometimes it's good to ask for help, and sometimes that doesn't always happen, right? But it's good to ask for help.
Yes. So true. So true. Okay, what greatest superpower would you wish that you had?
Oh, that's a very good question. Um, hmm. Maybe flying? That seems really fun.
Ooh. Does Batgirl fly? She flies, yeah?
Batgirl doesn't fly.
Oh, she
But Batgirl
doesn't.
can use a grappling hook to kind of fly.
Oh, okay, cool. But you would love to have the ability to fly.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, do you have any messages for the kids out there?
Oh, let's see. Well, in terms of cosplay, if cosplay has taught me anything, it's that you can always learn something new. There's always something new that you can figure out how to do, like how to make a jacket or how to ask for help on how to make a mask or how to sew something. It's got so many facets to it, but I think the takeaway is that you can always learn something new and it's always more fun with friends. So you should definitely try to make those relationships and have good friends that'll support you and you can do things together and have fun.
That is cool. That's awesome. Did you make this costume or parts of this costume?
I did. I sewed the cape. I put this emblem on the jacket.
Wow. Wow, you did a great job. That's amazing. You look fabulous. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. All right. I am so happy that you're here and it's so nice to meet you and see who our our secret cosplayer was, which is Batgirl. Yay! What's one of your other favorite characters that you're welcome. Thank you for being on. What's one of your other favorite characters that you like to portray?
Let's see. I don't know if that many people know Jubilee from X-Men. I also really like doing Jubilee. She's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on and thanks for supporting Hawaii CYD, Hawaii Children and Youth Day. And I hope we get to see you at the next live in-person event, which hopefully will be in 2022.
Hopefully.
But but so exciting to see you and meet you now. Thank you so much. And I hope you get the ability to fly. Yeah. Mahalo, Batgirl.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so cool. I love the Batman family and the Spider-Man family and all of that. So I just love that. Oh my gosh, that was great to see her and her costume. Loved her costume. I love how the cosplayers make their own costumes. Just so amazing and talented. They look great. Oh, that is another Hawaii Children and Youth Day. Aloha Begins With Me show. I want to thank all of our guests, Miss Annika Strang, Christy Chinen, Auntie Cecilia Chang Takahashi, Aubriana Baruso, Uncle Alan Silva, and of course, Chibi, our surprise cosplayer Batgirl. Mahalo for coming on, everyone. We'd also like to thank all of our Hawaii Children and Youth Day sponsors and partners, especially Kama'aina Kids, Malama Ona Keiki, Caring for Hawaii Neonates, Pacific American Foundation, McDonald's Restaurants of Hawaii, 7-Eleven Hawaii, Alert Alarm Hawaii, Library Creative, Stanford Car, Surface Shield Roofing, Klein Welsh Behavioral Health Foundation, and the Hawaii Children's Trust Fund. Mahalo for supporting Hawaii Children and Youth Day, especially many of you have been with us for a long time. So just a few announcements before we go. There will be no in-person or virtual Hawaii Children and Youth Day event this year, but we will have a special broadcast on TV thanks to our partners at Hawaii News Now. It will be on the K5 channel on Sunday, October 3rd at 6 o'clock p.m. So check out our website for all the info and other dates and times to catch this cool TV broadcast, which will air throughout October. It'll air 3 times in October. So just go to our website. And speaking of our website, get all the latest info about Hawaii Children and Youth Day at www.hawaiicyd.org. hawaiicyd.org. Remember, CYD means Children and Youth Day. And during Hawaii Children and Youth Month, which is the whole month of October, you will find lots of fun videos with activities and entertainment on our website. So go check out our website, hawaiicyd.org. Hawaii is spelled out, HAWAIICYD.org. And you'll find all this entertainment, videos that have activities. And if you want to participate, you can go to our website for instructions on how to submit your videos or click on Get Involved, become a sponsor, a volunteer, or participate in some way. Plus, on our website, you can get a keiki card and complete your card online for a chance to win some cool prizes. So be sure to check out our website in October at www.hawaii spelled out cyd.org, hawaiicyd.org, for the card and info on how to win with the keiki card contests. And so sorry, that's the end of our show. Sorry that went long tonight, but we had some amazing guests. I learned so much. Don't forget to check out our site, our show every Monday at 7 p.m. Hawaii time right here on YouTube. Smash that like, subscribe, and bell button so you can get notified when we're back on the air next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Hawaii time. and share this with your friends. I'm so excited you got to watch us live on YouTube tonight. Tell me what you think in the comments. What was your favorite part? I really loved all of it. I loved all of our guests today. I think I especially liked learning about the dangers of underage drinking. That quiz was not so easy, but it really taught us a lot. See you next Monday. Don't forget, Aloha begins with me and you. And a big, big get well soon to our hostess with the mostest, Zoe Ka'aihui. We send you all our love, our thoughts, and prayers. She was not well tonight, so I'm Karen Lobel stepping in for Zoe Ka'aihui, and we send her our love and our prayers and our thoughts to get well soon. Zoe, I hope you feel better really soon and that you'll be back with us next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Hawaii time. Aloha begins with me and you. Okay, bye. Aloha.